case you couldn't tell. Um, okay, so I did something rather spontaneous. And I'm not sure how it went over, but I did it anyway because I don't answer to anyone but God. So that's freeing. And I had this like epiphany about how being in the restaurant business for so long and just witnessing and what it did for me when I was in the hourly serving positions, that a massive tip, it's not just the money. It's, in fact, yes, money, of course, isn't that great? But when you're in those positions and your life is what it is, it may be great. It may be the best life ever, and that's totally, it's going your way. For sure, that happens. But there are a lot of us that were in those positions just trying to figure shit out and really kind of scared about what the world was all about and how do I make it different, or am I supposed to make it different? And, I remember for me, I was like, why am I not good at math or science? Why do I have only these art skill things that are paying me absolutely nothing? But it brought me to the restaurant industry, which also made me see that that's an industry of it's like you're a steward of young people's wellness now, to be in charge of young people in restaurants. I think it's a very, very lofty, heavy responsibility. And I don't think it's heavy in the way of a burden. I mean, heavy in the fact that if you do it right, you can impact millions of people for generations. Because each individual, which there are more of us in the industry than the other. And I mean other by any other industry. I mean, it is what it is. I'm sure someone can, not that anyone's going to see this anyway. Someone could Google that fact. I'm sure there's a statistic I should have looked up because But anyway, so that being said, where I'm staying, there was like this group of like cowboy men. I don't know what you call them. Ranchers? I don't know. But, it looked like one of those private, like they were here for important business and they were having their dinner break or whatever. And I was just like, beep, boop, 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 doing my thing, chatting with the servers because they've all been super nice and made me feel really welcome. And now, so I was talking to them about doing maybe like a post or something. Not for me, but like for them, like to say, hey, so their bosses would be like, cool, that was cool. Somebody actually saw what a great job I was doing, and hopefully pass on some love that way. But I'm like, that's just not big enough. So I walked into this room. Oh, I think there were like, I don't know how many people. But I'm like, hey, hi, it's all men. Hi. I'm like, I'm Amanda. I'm Mandy. I just had an epiphany. And I proceeded to tell them what it was. And I'm not even going to explain it because I think it'll be interesting to see if one of the however many people in that room walk out and do a little bit more for somebody that they didn't even know, they were impacting. It was kind of fun. I think it's going to be my new thing. Hi, large group of people I've never met before. Here's what I think. Not because it's me, but because God thinks love is important. So here's how you can do it here. The tip is going to create the morale that this young person needs to do more and believe in themselves. You can change a young person's heart one tip at a time. One tip at a time. That's hilarious. Okay. Love you. Bye.